What's up, T in Alabama? Thanks for calling back and holding. Apologies.
Yeah.
Apologies for hanging up on you. It was a total accident.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. Yeah, apology accepted. Hey, I'm going to get straight to my point, man.
Cool.
I'm going to ask you about Proverbs. You're familiar with that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You famously called it Proverbs. I have to mention it because it's just so funny. You called it Proverbs on the Jesse Lee Peterson show, and it was a meme moment. You called it Proverbs.
Oh, okay.
You don't remember that? Proverbs?
Yeah.
Did you call it Proverbs?
Yeah, Proverbs. Yeah.
But anyway.
Anyway.
I don't hold it against you. I mispronounce words a lot too.
Okay, good.
And I love boomers. And blacks.
Okay.
So anyway.
Anything else, James?
Go ahead, man.
Okay, good. All right. I want to get to the point, man. You guys speak a lot about women and your hatred for women, and women only good for two things. That's cooking, being barefoot, and pregnant in the kitchen, right? So it's total of three things that.
That's love. That's not hate.
Oh, that's love?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're happier when they're living their purpose and when they're living their role. They're not happy. Okay. I'm going to get to some ridiculous pocket headlines. They're not happy with this job thing, this career madness, this ego, this ambition.
So, I just want to say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to, you get the going off, man. You get like
I know.
And all.
Yeah.
So anyway, but anyway, what you're saying just straight out ridiculous. Okay. But anyway, Proverbs speak about. You know who wisdom is?
Who wisdom is? In Proverbs.
Do you know?
Is it personified as a woman?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Now, when you read
so is the church. The church is personified as the bride of Christ. Go on.
I encourage your readers, especially your female callers, rather, or your listeners, your followers, to read Proverbs, okay? Because they'll get a better understanding of themselves, all right?
Nice.
And stop listening to the stupidity, okay?
And what did you learn about yourself reading Proverbs?
What did I learn? I already knew about it, Jay.
You said that you said people will get a better understanding of themselves reading Proverbs. So I assume that you learned something about yourself reading Proverbs.
Your female callers, okay?
What did your female friends and female family members learn from reading Proverbs?
What Proverbs is going to just dispel all the lies that you and your boy talk about on the show constantly.
You mean my man? He's a man.
Y'all constantly downgrade the female because of your fear.
Are you calling Jesse Lee Peterson a boy?
I'm calling y'all cowards, and y'all afraid of females, James.
Okay.
Y'all fear females, and that's why y'all want to degrade them as much as possible, make them the lowest thing in the total pole, make them the ills of all the world, all the problems of the world, what y'all constantly do, and you have callers that call in on your show, females, that actually believe.
They're called women. They're women. You don't call them females. That sounds so dismissive.
Okay, all right, women.
Do you hate women? Do you hate women, T?
I love women. You guys hate them.
Okay, so I have a caller who would like to talk with you about this issue. Do you want to talk with her?
Yeah,
at least she wants, I don't know if she wants to talk to you, but she has a response to you about
one. Okay, conversation. Put on.
This is Christina in Sacramento, California. Our friend, my friend and yours, friend of Bond, Christina in Sacramento. What's your response to T?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, thank you.
I understand what you're saying, and I used to think that way as well. And so I want you to know that I don't take anything that the whole Bond, everybody at Bond says personal at all. I happen to agree with everything they say about women and the role of women. I was raised in a home with a single mother, and she had to go work, and I pretty much had to raise my little sister, and I did a terrible job at it, raising myself and my little sister. But there was nobody home to do it. And women think they can do everything, and they're absolutely, completely misled.
Okay, can I ask you a question now?
Yes, you may.
Do you have love? Or are you, is Satan your father?
No.
He's not. But you believe in what Jesse says, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Did Satan used to be your father, Christina?
No,
Satan was my father. And T, the thing is, I don't believe what Jesse says. I believe in where Jesse is coming from. That's how I see it. Jesse is not on a pedestal.
Well, let me ask you this, because, you just said you do believe what he says, but then again, you say you don't.
I believe in what he says, yes.
She's saying she can see for herself that it's true.
So you think as a female, as a woman, that your only duty is to have kids, cook, and obey everything that your husband says. Anytime you're not to discipline your children, okay, that you're supposed to report back to your husband when he gets home and so forth. You believe in that?
T, I'm going to tell you that if a woman is single, not married, she needs to go out and work and earn a living and be happy doing that. If a woman is married, she needs to do exactly what you said, and that is exactly what we do at our house. And it works splendidly. When I try to step in and get ahead, that's when everything gets all fouled up.
Yeah, because, see, you're misguided now, okay? You're misguided. You're listening to Jesse's logic, and you're misguided.
But it is logic.
Okay.
You're admitting that Jesse's logic is logical.
Yeah, it's belief. Well, no, it's belief. Because of his fear of a woman, because of his hurt of a woman that he would never admit. Okay.
He admits it every day, and he admits forgiving her. T?
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
He hasn't forgiven. No, he hasn't. Man, be for real.
I am for real.
He hasn't forgiven this woman.
Black's very entertaining.
Can I ask you a question? T? Are you married or are you single?
This is T on the line with Christina.
I've been married for over 30-some years.
Okay, and who disciplines the kids?
We both do.
You both do. And so does she come yelling at them and demanding that they do things? And
No. No,
she
my
does.
wife doesn't have. It's my children, when they were children, they're grown now and very successful, doing well. Okay? But when they did things that they weren't supposed to do, she didn't have to come and report to me before she disciplined them. That's ridiculous.
Okay.
That's not,
and
you got
know
weird
what,
gripes, Steve.
See, can I say something? I could see that if you and I were married, our marriage would not work.
Gross.
Because there's no way it would work. And, you have a right to think that I'm wrong. It's okay. I don't take it personal. I think I'm right. And it has nothing to do with Jesse. I mean, it has to do with the fact that it works in our home, that when something comes up with the kids, I sit down, I talk it over with my husband, I report it to him. He takes care of it, I step back, and it's beautiful.
So you think your children should come to you, your children should go to their dad and say, this is what mama did to me, and your husband should correct you. You think that?
If it is inappropriate, if I'm out of line, 100%. And I am grateful to God that I'm married to a man like that.
T, I mean, you think that you believe in this fake equality thing? You think they're both the head? You think it could be a two-headed monster and it's equal? What's your logic?
What do you think God meant as far as the creation of man and woman? Okay.
God meant for the man to lead the woman and his children.
He meant for man to lead his woman. What does it say that?
It says it multiple times all over the place.
What does it say that, James?
In the New Testament. In the Bible. It's in the Bible.
This is another thing that you guys do on your show that's misleading, especially with Jesse, how he says, God, over Jesus or and Jesus over man. And
Are you a Christian, T?
Yes, I am.
Did you know that the Bible says that? Hold on. Did you know that the Bible says that Christ is the head of the church and man is the head of his wife, just as Christ is the head of the church?
So what does that mean?
It says he's the head of her.
Huh?
It says he's the head of her.
How does it say the man's supposed to honor his wife, James?
I don't know, T. You're
because he loves
being
her
vague.
as he loves the church.
Okay,
it says that
so,
he loves her as he loves the church, and he is the head over the church.
So what
and
does
here's
that
the
mean?
thing, T. Well, let me say something. I hope you have a right to think the way you want, but it doesn't mean that I'm an empty vessel waking up in the morning waiting for my husband to implant his knowledge into my brain. Okay, I can see where you
that's
can
your
think
dumb
that.
imagination, T.
No,
but that's not
that's
it.
exactly what it sounds like.
No, I don't sit around doing that, and I don't.
Why are
sit
you
around
so
and jump
concerned?
onions all
Why are
day.
you so concerned about these women, T? Live your own life.
Because you guys are not. Y'all want to play.
No,
this fake,
they're
this
coming to
level
us,
game.
T. They don't have to listen to our show. They come to us and they agree
Y'all
with the
want to
truth.
degrade women. Only thing y'all think women's good for is having babies.
You're a woman, T.
That's it. That's
You're
not
a woman,
true,
T, and
I
you're
don't
not
even
even
hear
good
that.
for that.
I don't even
Ma'am,
hear that when they
no,
talk. I don't hear that
I
at
know,
all.
exactly. We barely even say stuff like that.
Because you want to so much idolize Jesse that y'all
That's not
afraid to
true,
correct.
bud.
You
That's not
idolize
true. I
women,
told
T.
you.
Yes, it is. For you
No.
to think.
So what would you recommend I do? I've got children at home. Would you recommend I go get a job?
Yeah, now she has to listen to T.
No, I'm not.
T's
yeah, what
jealous.
would
He
you
wants to be
recommend?
the boss of the
I'm
woman.
just saying that you're more than just a piece of meat to your husband.
I'm not a
saying
piece
that
of meat
you
to
have
him.
Well, that's what. If you listen to Jesse, that's all you are.
Not at all,
It's not
T. You're
true.
silly.
I don't know what you're hearing, bud. I have no idea what you're hearing.
He's listening to Satan.
I asked you a question.
Yeah.
Is Satan your father because of what Jesse said?
Well, I already answered you.
She already said Satan was her father, no longer.
Yes. No, she didn't say it.
Yes,
You
she
said
did. Yes, she did.
No, she didn't say
You
it.
didn't listen because you can't hear. You're too busy talking.
James,
You're too busy
be quiet.
talking and assuming
James,
what stuff
James,
means when you have no
be
clue.
quiet, man. You sounded just like you.
See, can I ask you a question? Was your wife working when your kids were little?
Yes. You know what? And we
She
did
was.
well.
Who raised the kids then? Did daycare raise them, or grandma, or
both
somebody, or
did.
who else?
We raised them.
Well, you can't.
Okay.
If everybody's gone from the house, who's raising the kids?
We raised our kids.
Who did the children physically go to, and who was under their care while your wife was out working? Were you a stay-at-home dad?
They went to their grandparents.
Uh-huh.
They say when they
Grandma
went
and
to
grandpa
daycare,
did.
they went
Yeah.
to school. Okay?
Yeah.
But like I said,
All right.
my kids are fine, man. Okay?
Says
have
you.
kids?
Says you.
Do you have children?
I have 3
Because let me
teenagers.
ask you this. Okay, let me ask you this. Since
I got to
mothers
go.
don't
You got to
have
wrap it
love-
up, T. You got to wrap it up.
Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm
Yeah.
going to ask you a simple question.
All right.
Okay, when Jesse say women should not teach kids, who's teaching your kids while your husband at work?
Well, I'm with them,
Who's
and
teaching them? You're not supposed to teach. You know, the kids
No,
are not
I'm
supposed
not.
to listen to
it's so
because
true.
you don't
They are
have love.
supposed to.
So-
They are supposed
so
to
who-
discover.
Okay,
Yep.
So I'm
who is
supposed to
teaching
post
your
things to
kids?
them, and they discover.
Ma'am, let me ask you a question. Who is your child's
Who
first
taught you, T?
teacher in life?
T, who taught you?
Who is the child's first teacher in life?
And technically, the man doesn't even teach.
Who
No.
is the child's first teacher in life, ma'am?
It should be God, but what happens is we step in the way. And
Right.
We don't allow it to happen.
Wait. Quick question. Who
The
is
Bible
child's
says we have
first
one teacher.
teacher?
One teacher.
The female.
The Bible
is the first
says
teacher of a
it's getting
child.
hot in here.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm not
First-
even talking
the
that much.
female is the first teacher. Man,
Okay,
I just
T.
want to say this.
Gee.
You're being
All right.
misled.
I don't know what it is that you have against women staying home and taking care of the
Ma'am.
family.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
what
have
it is,
nothing
but it
against-
seems like something.
Thank you.
No, what I have against is the teaching that this fool teach on this show every day.
Well,
and
then why do you
downgrade
listen to
y'all.
him? It
So
baffles me
wonderful.
that people like you and Mays listen to
I
him.
know. Yeah.
You're being misled.
Why do you do it?
You're
Why
just
waste your
simply a
time?
piece of
Thanks, T. I got to run, man. Take
All
care,
right,
T.
me too. Have a
All
good
right,
one.
man.
God bless.
Thanks,
Take care.
Christina. Nice to hear from you. Take care. T, have a good one, man.
Later, man.
All right. He got it off his chest. A full 15 minutes off his chest. You're welcome, guys.